Hey, it's Kent here from Apprentice Recruit, and it's been quite a while since we've done one of these videos to give you a bit of insight into what's happening out there in industry. So if you want to find out what's going on in June of 2023, keep watching this video. You might find it quite interesting. So as I mentioned in the intro, we've been meaning to do a video for a while just to, I suppose, talk a bit about the lay of the land and what's going on out there in industry, in the recruitment or staffing world at the moment. And a lot of what I'll take you through is not only our experience, but also the experience across a number of recruitment agencies. And this is also looking at it on a national scale. So we recently went to a recruitment conference down in Sydney that was put on by the RCSA, which is the main body for the recruitment industry here in Australia and New Zealand. And we found it quite interesting that there were quite a number of speakers that were there that gave the same view that we have been experiencing, especially more towards the second quarter of this year, that we're certainly noticing that the number of job ads that are appearing on the job boards have certainly declined, and the number of applicants, so the candidates out there looking for work, has certainly increased. So what we're slowly starting to see is a bit of a turn in the industry and more people out there actively looking for work. We've always had the passive lookers, but we've certainly got a lot more actively out there looking at the moment. There's probably a few factors that are making that happen. And I suppose one of those is purely the economy, the interest rates, and also the cost of living having gone up. People are starting to have a bit of a look around to see essentially if they can scout out a better deal. There may also be some companies out there that are starting to find that there's a bit of a decline in work. And we know that even speaking with some of our clients, they can see that there has been significant change, I suppose, especially over the last 2 months, with the amount of work that's coming through and looking at the longer term outlook for 2023 in their businesses. They can still see that there's certainly some work there in the pipeline, but we've had it quite good over the last couple of years as far as the amount of work coming through, and even the number of jobs that we've been having through our agency has just been off the chart. Like, it's just been ridiculous. And that's me coming from a background of having been in the recruitment industry now for nearly 25 years. So a good track record there to see what goes on and the trends that we certainly have in industry. But what I suppose it means for our companies that are out there that are looking to hire, it does mean that at the moment, the application flow that we're getting through is certainly a lot better than what it has been over the last 12 to 18 months. So it's starting to look a little bit more promising from an employer perspective. But also to give you some perspective around that, and this is something that we've found especially over the last 6 months, it also depends on what you're prepared to offer. And when we say offer, it's not just about money. And again, something that came out of the conference that we were in down in Sydney was people are looking for, money is still number one. That is certainly something that people are still chasing, especially in the tougher times that we're finding at the moment with, as I say, the interest rates and the cost of living. But what they're also looking for is culture. They're really looking for an organisation that support, and the term I use, cuddle their employees, where they feel like they're valued, they feel like they can actually make a difference, not only in their business, but also the world in general. So they really want that sense of purpose when they go to work. It's not just about the job and about showing up. It really is about fitting in with a much better company culture. And we are finding that even applications that we get through, we had that discussion with a lot of our candidates, with all of our candidates, as to why are you looking? You're in a full-time job already. Why are you starting to have a look around? And overwhelmingly, we are finding that people, they're not happy with the environment. The money is okay, so there's no complaints about the money, but the environment is what they're chasing. So we've actually reframed a lot of our ads that we've been running on behalf of our clients, and we're starting to see that it's making a difference. So we are really focusing not only on the dollar side, and we certainly do highlight that in our ads. And if you've got ads out there on any of the normal platforms like Seek and Indeed and Career One and Gumtree and all those places, if you don't have your salary on there, you're not going to get any applicants. So there's a tip of the day. Make sure that you actually put what you're paying in the ad. But what you need to be doing that's a bit different is, or possibly a bit different, is really focusing on company culture and really trying to promote that in your ad. And as I say, we've been doing that with a few companies and we've had really good success, especially with a couple of companies in Brisbane and also Melbourne or Victoria, where we've switched the ads up a little bit. That's been a strong focus of ours, and we've found that we've had an exponential growth in the number of candidates that are applying for those jobs. They've seen the dollars that we've got advertised, so that's been attractive to them. But even more so, when we start talking about family-based companies that they'll be working for with certain values that can provide some other benefits, and some of those could be as simple as having their birthday off, or it could be that they do a corporate day, a corporate team building day, one day a year, those sorts of things. We really need to highlight those because there's a lot of companies out there that just don't do that. And if you're a company out there that are hiring, you need to identify why would they want to come and work for you, rather than scroll over to the next ad and apply for their job. I will be doing a separate video, which will be more based around how to create an attractive ad to try and then get in good quality candidates. So as I say, we'll cover that off in a separate video. But what I really wanted to highlight in this particular video or this podcast is to let companies know that if you frame things the right way, if you pay the right money, then there are people out there that are looking. Probably more than ever, well, certainly more than in the last 18 months. As I say, we've had a significant growth in applicant flow, which means that we've obviously got better people to choose from. The quality of the candidates that are applying now are way better than what we were looking at going back 12 months ago. And as I say, we've generally used some of those strategies of wages and also company culture to attract those people. So if you get anything out of this video, have a look at your own ads if you've already got some that are out there. Maybe have a look at rewording some of those ads and focus on what it is that makes you attractive for somebody to want to apply for a position and take on a job with your particular company. Anyway, look, I hope you got something out of this, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We'll try and get more of these videos to you more regularly, and a lot of it will be about some takeaway tips on what you can do in your own business to try and attract better staff. So it's Kent once again from Apprentice Recruit. Thanks.